Hey there, Backyard Mechanics Extraordinaire. This is a very short video on how to remove the basics of removing a radiator from a 2007 Mazda CX-9. No videos out there actually showing this, and it was frustrating. But anyway, I've finally figured it out. First of all, you remove your shroud. There's 4 bolts on the top here, right along the top, and there's 4 bolts on the bottom. The upper ones you may have luck removing. The bottom ones are probably rusted in, and chances are you're going to break them. But once you install the new radiator, there's an area in back that allows you to put a nut and maybe reconfigure a new bolt to put it in that way. This is what they look like. There's 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom for the actual shroud that's held onto the radiator. And these things get exposed to a lot of salt and road dirt and whatnot, and they become very rusty. You cannot get those nuts at your Mazda dealership. I've tried. There's none in Canada. There's none in the US. So you probably have to import them from Europe or Asia or someplace like that if they're available there. Otherwise, you got to kind of figure something out yourself and getting a new screw nut to put in there on the bottom. They allow you that on the bottom of the new radiators. It gives you room to configure something to hold the shroud to the radiator. Okay, so the actual removal, this is where I got stopped up because I kept looking for bolts and things on the top that maybe I could remove this part to remove the radiator, like on most vehicles. This one, that's not the case. And that's good, and it's bad because it's confusing on how to actually do it. So it's actually incredibly simple. These little tabs here hold the radiator in place. And on top of that are these things which slide in. You'll see those on your Mazda. They go up in place and they kind of hide it. So you remove those, they just slide out. Once they slide out, you've got this here. It still won't come out because this tab has to be removed. Once that's removed, you can see it's actually pretty simple. Once that side is removed, you move to the other side. Same idea, the plastic cap comes off. That exposes this thing down in here that you're able to pry up with your fingers and actually remove. And voila, you can see here, this thing is moving up pretty easily. Disconnect all your hosing, of course, upper and bottom. And you can see here, this thing is just ready to fall right out. So that is how it's done. When you install the new radiator, you're going to have to hook up all your hosing, your transmission lines. And once it's in place, you just snap these things back down, put your caps back on them, and away you go. Good luck with your project of removing a radiator from a 2007 Mazda CX-9, and I'm assuming this applies to Mazda 2007s right up to 2009 or 2010, because they didn't change the design on this a whole lot, and it probably remains the same in those vehicles as well. Good luck with your auto projects. Thank you.